Right, here we go. Video track list for Dreamscape 7. 30 years, isn't that mental? 1993. So, as with all of these, I just take all the records that I've got from all of the sets that are played and just mash them up into an hour. I've got a load that I didn't play and a load that I did play. Remember, if you haven't listened to it yet, go and check it out on YouTube or on my podcast. Just search We Are Hardcore on podcast, Gerald J. Cunning, and you'll find it. And of course, anywhere you go and find it, give it a like, share, and all that jazz. You know the deal. Right, so kicked off with Ramos Supreme and the Sunset Regime. Got to believe, such an epic tune from 93. It was actually the 94 mix for me that actually was the really big one. It was the Heaven mix featuring Donna Grassi. Big up the guys on that one. Frantic and Impulse. This was volume 1. Basement Records did a load of tracks in 93 that were all kind of volume 1 and DJs Unknown, and actually it was very hard for me. I like to have names for things, but yeah, big tune. This one was DJ's Anthem, so this was volume 2. Now, if I remember correctly, I think DJ's Anthem is actually SS and Fantasy, written by Leroy Small. Okay, so maybe just Leroy then, DJ SS. Then this was from, I was actually a big shout out to Billy Bunt on this. He gave me the TPs for the brand new album that's coming out, Music So Wonderful, from DJ Vibes, where all of his classics from sort of 93, 94 alongside Wish Doctor were all getting repressed. So this one I played Get High, big tune, and then SMD. I mean, SMD 1, 2 and 3 got played at Dreamscape 7, so there was, I think I played 2 a little bit later on. Both sides of those, and if you didn't know, I think most people do, SMD stands for Slip Matt Dubs, and these were made by Slip Matt back in the day, just as some exclusive tracks from him, but obviously they went down well. We pressed them up and I'm pretty sure he sold thousands. Orca, 4am. Oh, you know what, I've told people this before, but this is the 3rd or maybe even 4th record of this that I've bought to finally get the right version. And it was also repressed, I think it was Jigsaw Records number 1 or 2, which was an offshoot of Deep Jungle, so you can get a repress action on that one as well. Fast Floor, aka the man, the legend, the Don himself, Mr. Ron Wells, and Plight the Innovators, like, just again, probably one of the defining tunes. When someone says to you, what's jungle techno? Playing that, easy. Take Me to the Top, just another label. I loved this label back in the day. They really were doing some great uplifting stuff, but they did not hold back on the beats. It was like proper raw breaks. This one was, the memory's doing my nutting. There we go, Sunshine Productions, which I believe was A-Sides. Yeah, Jason Cambridge. Yeah, so the DJ A-Sides, shout out to you, mate. I played Take Me to the Top, but Just a Melody is a belter, so if you can get hold of this one, this is actually a 21 repress from Night Force. Shout out to Lunacy. This was Vinyl Fanatics repress. Big out, shout out to Brent. This was the Dubster and Lighter Shades of Dark. Such a great tune, this one. And look at that lovely, cracking looking blue vinyl. And I think I've got, there we go. I think included in this, the sleeve was actually the original artwork done, so well worth hunting that one down. Oh my god, this tune. Riddler, Mike Slammer, these two alongside Chrome and Time produced some of the most important tunes and biggest tunes back in the day. You could literally pick this out with your eyes closed and play any side, but in effect, just such a wicked tune to mix. So much fun with that one. This one was Criminal Minds. Shout out to Zach and all the crew, big up yourself. This was Ghetto Theme. This was a really good EP, because the other one I really love on that one is the Drums of Doom, the Slipmat remix. Living in Darkness, Top Bars, Mad Lav, going out to Mad P, Jason K, R.I.P, never forgotten, mate. Living in Darkness, 93 remix. The thing I like about this one is that it actually didn't change that much. The tempo went up a little bit, the sound slightly changed, but that original essence of that 92 vibe was kept right there. Hectic Records, another big label that I loved back in the day. The Journey Part 1. Such an amazing track. And again, this was kind of Ramos and Supreme. No Sunset Regime on this one. And this was number 1. But again, this is a repress through, you guessed it, 94s. This is Homegrown, so I actually bought, there were 2 albums out from Homegrown that was out about 10 years ago, Volume 1, Volume 2, which was basically all the absolute belting tunes of Homegrown. So if you're missing a lot of the back catalogue, hunt those down. They are well priced. They were 35 quid when I bought them, but they're probably coming up to 100 now. Fire on All Cylinders, no, sorry, it was DJ's Volume 1A. See, I told you, I always get so confused with basement stuff from that era. There's an SMD2, and if I believe that was actually played on both sides, but I only played one side. Now, this was actually, yeah, this was 93. Nookie, Shining in Darkness. I mean, I'd like to say one of the most epic tunes that he's ever made, but you could say that about a lot of them. But this one did really stand out, you know, just that perfect balance between just amazing melodies, but just a super tough beats underneath. Out to Gav on that one. Mad Dog EP, out to Dave Wallace on that one. And this was Monged Out. Such an amazing track. Now, I think, yeah, this was the 2018 25-year repress. This is kind of what kicked off Vinyl Fanatics. It was originally to repress like Underdog Recordings, and then obviously has evolved into this phenomenal label as it is right now. Do you need me to tell you anything about this track? No, you don't. One of the biggest tunes of the year. Chroma Time, big up yourselves, chaps. Dark Horse Recordings, so this was Jim Polo and Rolling Energy. And was it Jim Polo? I can't remember. Anyway, this was the DJSS drum and bass mix, which is funny, right? You know, this was like 93, really way before drum and bass was becoming a thing. But I love those, just proper raw, kind of getting into that dark side vibe. Then again, we've got some nice early Vinyl Fanatics. Look at that, Vinyl Fanatics number 3. That was probably still 2018, I'd say. So that was Secret Garden. Again, lovely kind of, just lovely track. Another one of those tunes you just don't need to say much about, right? This is the original pressing that I probably got a couple of years ago. Anthill Mob, Black Russian, the Anthill remix. So this was the follow-up to Black Russian, which were both in 93, Came By Everyone. Was repressed this year by 92 Retro, so out to Dave Elusive on that one. So elusive that you can't even get a copy. Good luck with that one. Baby Kane, Falls in Reverse EP. So again, I'm fortunate enough to get the TP of this one, but this I think is either out or coming out very soon. But this is a double pack, which, you know, what it was back in the day. Hello Darkness, massive tune, but it was actually Jungle Warriors that I played for this one. Out to Baby Kane, mate, big up yourself. Information Centre. Now, this is the one that I'm not quite sure I played the right version, but this was printed in conjunction with the Vinyl Factory and Cool FM back in 2018, because as most of you will well know, the Information Centre, you know, Gapagee and Hyper, that was the anthem. Well, I think Just For You London was up until this came out. And so it was only fitting that this was repressed. And then on the flip side is a conversation with Eastman and Susie G. So if you can hunt that one down, well worth it. You know, always good to hear wise words from Eastman and Susie, who spent 30 plus years on the underground with Cool. Again, this is another one that I didn't have the exact version for it. DJ Kane and DJ Buzz Slave. I still got the original on my want list. But the Ricky Force remix, which came out 3 years ago, 2020, is very, very close. So I thought I'd get away with that. Did you notice at the time? Oh, Crackhouse Recordings. So big up Pulse and all the crew on this one. On Remand, Black Steel Part 2, just a massive tune. Again, just really encapsulated that kind of sort of dark side 93 sound, but just had the elements, that vocal, it just really lifted it up. I'm going to give a shout out to Jack Horner, because I actually met him for the first time on Sunday and didn't realise or forgot that he was part of Bad Influence, which did some massive tunes in 92, 93. So big up yourself, Mr. Horner. Sinister Influence remix, love this one. Groove Rider, just absolutely smashing it back in there. And look at that. I mean, it's kind of gone a bit cream and I'm pretty sure it wasn't that colour when it first came out, but that's the colour it is now. Renegade Snares, Foul Play remix, of course, massive anthem. Edge 93, and on the flip side, I think this was something different. Edge 93, I'm not sure who did this. I don't know if Mike Wells did this, but anyway, if anyone remembers, stick them down in the comments, y'all. Now this one, DJ Dove. Bird of Prey, this is the original 93 mix. So this again was a repress, if you look in 2007, this is repress, out to Richie K, who did a mix on it, but the original version of that was just an epic, you know, an absolute Brooklyn classic. Basement Records, once again, Roger Johnson, In My Soul. I actually need to buy a new version of this. The cut of this one is not that great. It was kind of all right to play on radio, but such a huge song. You know, Roger Johnson came in, you know, along with kind of Pesce and those guys, and really influencing that kind of big vocal epic sound, but did not F around when it came to beats and bass lines, right? Scotty, love a bit of Scotty. This was a repress through Deep Jungle and Sub Nation. Now, I actually love the name Sub Nation so much, I actually named my sub-label Sub Nation. The main label was Sub Slayers, and yeah, I thought Sub Nation, so sorry, mate, I did nick it, but all respects due. Ronnie Size, DJ Dime Music Box. Again, this wasn't the version, I think this was an early version that Bookham had before this was released, but you know, big tune, had to play it. Shades of Rhythm, against all those boys on Sunday, big up to Nick, up to Lanks. Sweet Sensation, this is the Ray Keith remix. You know, Ray was just like, at this point, he was just firing out remixes like nobody's business, and just everything he touched was just absolute gold. And he's such a legend for 30 plus years later, still smashing it. Big up yourself, Ray. And then, we didn't play that one last. Crystal, yes, Crystal. Warp Drive, that was the one that was played. This is actually the original pressing, yeah, DJ Recordings, number 10. Such an influential artist in that sound, and such a unique artist for his sound. And then we finished it off, Jack and Phil featuring Wendy, We Are Unity. Such a tune to send people to go home with, right? Absolute classic. So there you go. That was all the tracks that I played from the Dreamscape 7 tribute set. Go and check it out on YouTube. Give it a like and share and all that jazz. Or if you want to download it on your phone and all that stuff, you can get it on my podcast, you know, Apple, Google, Amazon, blah, blah, blah. While you're there, give us a little like and a little review, eh? All of that is all good help. So big up yourself, guys. Thanks for watching.